Hello everyone and welcome to the corner. Today I'm going to give you some things people don't know about us Africans. You see, us Africans, we are ancient people. We have been around longer than any other race, because even the scientists can tell you that life started in Africa. You see, the idea that Africans are backward or Africans are not civilized is stupid. If you are smart enough, these facts will make you think twice. So today I'm going to share some knowledge and some facts about black people and things that I think the world needs to know about us Africans, because it's high time people have a little basic knowledge about Africans. I've traveled around the world and I've noticed that the world is ignorant about us and who we really are. Our history did not start 800 years ago when they legalized human trafficking and call it slavery. Any African that was not in captivity because of war, like how they have prisoners of war in Ukraine today, or like how they have criminals behind bars because of rape, murder and other evil acts, if you were not sold under those two conditions, you are kidnapped, and for no reason you're kidnapped or what they did to you should go free. It's high time the world wake up to this fact. It was not slavery, it was human trafficking. So today I'm going to give you some facts and some informations about us Africans and black people that will change your perspective about us forever. Let's go. Hello everyone and welcome to the corner. Human race or life began in Africa billions of years ago. So the idea that Africans are backward or Africans are not civilized doesn't make sense to me. It's stupid. How can life start in a place, or how can human civilization start in a place and at the same time you think the place is backward? You see? So today I'm going to give you some facts about Africans and why you think Africans behave a certain way. In the West, especially in Europe and America, black people are misunderstood for having lower self-esteem and no confidence. You see, this idea is so wrong. It's the wrong way of looking at it. Us Africans, we are humble because our tradition is set like this. When you are a stranger, we tend to treat you with high priority because this is how we are expected to be treated. So when you see people visit African continent, and especially politicians that visit Africa, they tend to perceive or misunderstand this tradition or this way that us Africans treat them. They see it like it's lower self-esteem, or we are kissing their ass. So honestly, the honest truth is we are not kissing your ass. We are just humble people, and this is how we behave. This is how we want to be treated when we are in your land. Okay? So another thing again that I want people to know about Africans is us Africans, we know ourselves and we represent 20% of the world population. Africa today has 1.44 billion people, which with 90% of the world's mineral resources, and 70% of that 1.44 billion people are in their 20s. So you see, the future belongs to us Africans. So the idea that Africans are backward and Africans are not civilized is wrong. It's media propaganda. It's designed that way to portray Africa in a negative light, to discourage foreign investment, so that Africans cannot develop and industrialize their nations so that they can benefit, or so that they can use their natural resources to benefit their people. So all the media propaganda you see towards Africa, every time they talk about Africa on television, is they are either taking they are giving donations or they are showing war zones in Africa. You see, this is negative propaganda, and most of these pictures that they show, these images about destruction and war in Africa, these conflicts are sponsored again by the West, so that there can be distraction and destabilization in the country. This is going to distract the government to not pay attention to development and industrialization. So this is an old technique that is not working anymore. This is why we are driving away Western forces like the French, you know, and bringing in the Wagner, because the Wagner group are proving themselves in the Ukraine battlefield to be effective and non-biased. I'm going back to the other point. Another thing that I realized in the West is how they behave and how they treat Africans. You see, they don't always show African people in their media as backward and poor and not civilized. They also treat Africans as not equal as slaves in their countries. You see, they talk about human rights and they want to preach to African leaders about human rights. You see, in their countries, they don't have any human rights. They don't treat black people with respect and dignity like how black people treat them when they come to Africa. You see, and I'm going to raise this point. Anyone in Africa should realize that the treatment that they give to the people from the West, they don't deserve it. The West, every time I say West, I mean NATO, the United States and their NATO allies and the European Union. You see, these guys, they don't see Africans as equal. You see, they have this neo-colonial mentality that they are still superior to Africans. You see, they fail to realize or they fail to use the actual terms. You see, the word slavery is just a nice way of saying human trafficking. You see, the word colonialism is just another nice way to say invasion. You see, these people, they legalize human trafficking for more than 800 years, and then they legalize the invasion of Africa and made it a fashion. You see, so when it comes to human rights, they don't have the moral high ground to preach to anyone about human rights. You see, now with this same neo-colonial mentality, they are building. They want to rule the world with this same imperialistic mentality. Now you see other forces are waking up to this fact and they are contesting, they are rejecting the idea of white imperialism. You see, because it is wrong. You cannot be advancing your civilization at the detriment of millions of. It's high time we come to the realization that all men are created equal, and the idea that one race or one civilization is superior to the other is foolish. You see, all you can say is one civilization is older than the other. That is a fact, but one civilization can never be superior in terms of right to exist on this planet than the other. Africans demand respect because we have contributed a lot to human civilization. We have contributed a lot in the development of the West, especially America and in Europe. America was built on the back of black slaves who were stolen from Africa. They were never sold, they were stolen, they were kidnapped. You see, the people who were sold, they were prisoners of war, they were criminals, they were people who were outcast from society. These people were sold in captivity. You see, any other person who did not fall in this category was illegally stolen. You see, they were kidnapped. This was human trafficking and it was legalized. It was a profitable business. And America today is a manifestation of that, the profits in human trafficking. You see, So it's high time we start to call things by their name. Africans need to wake up to the fact that we have been mistreated, and till date they don't want to realize that they have done that terrible act to us. They find ways to justify it, that we us Africans, we deserve it because we are corrupt, because our leaders are this, our leaders are that. These are not justifiable reasons for you to do what you did to us, and these are not justifiable reasons for you to continue doing what you are doing to us through your financial systems and your media and the way you treat our people in your country. You see, so it's high time this stop. Here in this corner, we are here to share light on this stuff. If you like what you hear so far, please don't forget to hit the thumbs up and subscribe to this channel, as it will make this channel grow and meet a lot of audiences out there who are supposed to get this message. Stay blessed and stay free. Knowledge is power.